Today's tip is to kick away knee pain. The knee is the largest joint in the body, made up of bones, ligaments, cartilage, and tendons. It's built to withstand extreme pressure. In fact, your knee routinely feels the force of 5 to 8 times your body weight with every step. The knee joint is actually a hinge joint that bends and straightens in about 130 degrees of motion. And it's not designed to rotate like the ball and socket joints of the hip and shoulder. What it lacks in rotational movement, it makes up for in stability. Knee pain is one of the most common orthopedic conditions that people seek medical treatment for. Ligament sprains and cartilage tears are the most common knee injuries. Ligaments help control motion by connecting bones and bracing joints against abnormal forces. Cartilage cushions your knee and helps to disperse force when the joint is in motion. Acute injuries like tears or strains are often caused by quickly changing direction, twisting or pivoting, and landing awkwardly from a jump. Injury can also occur due to repetitive motions that cause stress in the joint over time. The majority of knee pain doesn't originate in the knee at all, but it's most often caused by problems occurring above the knee in the hip or below the knee in the foot. For example, weak hip muscles may cause more strain on the knees, intensifying your pain. Strengthening those muscles around the hip joint can help relieve pain in the knee. In addition, tight muscles around the knee joint may prevent it from moving properly and can cause wear and tear. Now, if you're experiencing any knee pain or reduced range of motion, see your healthcare provider right away to identify the source and put together a treatment plan. In the meantime, you can kick away knee pain by taking just a few minutes to give those knees the love and attention they deserve. First, don't stop moving. It can be tempting to avoid activity when you experience pain. A decrease in activity will actually lead to weakness in the muscles that support the knee, increasing your chances of injuries and making things worse. Instead, modify your activity and take the pressure off the knee joint. Try water-based activities like swimming or water aerobics, or try a low-impact activity like cycling. Of course, make sure to check with your healthcare provider before adding any new activity, especially when you're experiencing pain. Speaking of activity, make sure to include a proper warm-up before you get right into it in order to prime the muscles and joints and avoid injury. Warm-up activities can differ depending on the type of workout you're doing, but your main goal with a warm-up should be to prepare the body properly for the workout. Listen to episode number 60, Get Your Head in the Game, for more on warming up before your workout. Also, make sure you aren't doing too much too fast. Gradually increase the intensity of your workouts over time to allow your body to adjust and provide proper support. And finally, make sure to include strength and flexibility training in your routine. Keeping those knees healthy means keeping the muscles that support them long and strong. Include exercises that strengthen the quadriceps, hamstrings, and abductors as they provide support for the knee. Exercises like squats strengthen your quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings. If your knees are unstable at the moment, stand in front of a chair while you do squats so that you can sit if you lose your balance. Lunges and clamshells are also effective at strengthening the muscles that support your knees. It's also important to work on flexibility, as tight muscles can pull the knee joint out of alignment and cause wear and tear. Include quadriceps, hamstrings, piriformis, and hip flexor stretches at the end of each workout. Follow the link in the show notes for pictures and descriptions of those exercises. Make sure you see your healthcare provider or a certified trainer for recommendations on knee exercises specific to your condition. And if you find a certain exercise hurts, stop and try a different one. Above all else, listen to your knee pain. If you develop pain and swelling in your knee, take a break from walking, running, or any other high-impact activity you're doing. Follow the RICE protocol: rest, ice, compression, and elevation. and get it checked out by a doctor. Your knees are two of the largest, most heavily used joints in your body. It's no wonder that knee pain is so common and so hard to ignore. Hopefully, by implementing a few of the tips from this episode, you're able to kick away that knee pain. If you take the time to care for this strong, stable joint, it will allow you to be active, capable, and pain-free for years to come. Willpower not required. Thanks so much for listening. I'd love to hear from you, so send me your tips, questions, or feedback. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Fired Up Fitness Coaching, or email me at willpowernotrequired@firedupfitness.ca. Thanks so much. I look forward to connecting with you.